You know, there's something almost magical about spaghetti. It's not just a dish, it's a canvas, a blank slate waiting for creativity to splash color all over it. I mean, think about it. You boil those long, slender strands, and suddenly, you have the foundation for a culinary masterpiece. But let's not just stick to the classic marinara or the ever-popular meatballs. No, my friends, it's time to elevate our spaghetti game to a whole new level. So, let's dive into 8 mind-blowing spaghetti recipes that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about this beloved pasta. First up, we have the spaghetti aglio e olio. Now this one is deceptively simple, yet it packs a punch that can leave you breathless. Picture this. You saute thinly sliced garlic in olive oil until it's golden and fragrant, then toss in red pepper flakes for that perfect kick. The real magic happens when you add the al dente spaghetti, allowing it to soak up every drop of that garlicky goodness. Finish it off with a sprinkle of parsley and a generous shower of grated Parmesan. It's a dish that whispers elegance while being utterly uncomplicated. You can whip it up in under 20 minutes, and trust me, it will make you feel like a culinary genius. Next, let's take a journey to the coast of Italy with a spaghetti alle vongole, or spaghetti with clams. This dish is a celebration of the sea, and it's all about freshness. You start with fresh clams, saute them with garlic, white wine, and a hint of chili flakes. As the clams open up, they release their briny essence, creating a sauce that's nothing short of divine. Toss in your spaghetti and let it mingle with the clams, adding a touch of parsley for brightness. It's like a seaside vacation on a plate, and every bite transports you to a sun-drenched beach, the sound of waves crashing in the background. Now let's get a little adventurous with spaghetti carbonara. This dish is a Roman classic, and it's all about the creamy, dreamy sauce that clings to each strand of pasta. The secret? It's not cream, my friends. It's the magic of eggs and cheese. You cook up some pancetta until it's crispy, then whisk together eggs and pecorino romano. When the hot spaghetti meets the pancetta and the egg mixture, the heat transforms it into a silky sauce that coats every bite. It's rich, it's indulgent, and it's a dish that will have you coming back for seconds, maybe even thirds. Feeling a bit more daring? Let's try spaghetti with pesto alla genovese. This vibrant green sauce is a symphony of basil, garlic, pine nuts, Parmesan, and olive oil, all blended into a luscious paste. Toss your spaghetti in this fragrant concoction, and you'll feel like you've just stepped into a sunlit Italian garden. The freshness of the basil dances on your palate, and the nuttiness of the pine nuts adds a delightful crunch. It's a dish that's perfect for summer, light yet satisfying, and it's a great way to use up that basil plant that's been thriving on your windowsill. Now let's switch gears and dive into something a bit heartier, spaghetti bolognese. This is not your average meat sauce, it's a labor of love. You start with a mirepoix of onions, carrots, and celery, sautéing them until they're soft and fragrant. Then you add ground beef and let it brown beautifully. The key is to let it simmer for hours, allowing the flavors to meld and deepen. A splash of red wine, some crushed tomatoes, and a hint of Italian herbs create a sauce that clings to the spaghetti like a warm hug. Serve it with a sprinkle of fresh basil and a generous grating of Parmesan, and you've got a comforting meal that feels like home. For those who crave something a little lighter, let's explore spaghetti with lemon and asparagus. This dish is all about bright flavors and fresh ingredients. You saute asparagus until it's tender, then toss it with spaghetti, a squeeze of lemon juice, and a drizzle of olive oil. The result is a dish that's refreshing and vibrant, perfect for a spring evening. Add a sprinkle of toasted breadcrumbs for texture, and you've got a meal that's not only delicious but also visually stunning. It's a reminder that sometimes less is more, and the simplest ingredients can create the most beautiful dishes. Now, let's get a bit indulgent with spaghetti with lobster and cream. This is the kind of dish that makes you feel like royalty. You start by cooking lobster tails, extracting the meat, and setting it aside. In the same pan, you create a luxurious sauce with heavy cream, garlic, and a splash of white wine. Toss in the spaghetti and the lobster meat, allowing it to soak up that rich sauce. It's a decadent treat that's perfect for special occasions or when you just want to spoil yourself a little. Pair it with a glass of chilled white wine, and you've got a meal that's fit for a celebration. Finally, let's wrap things up with a spaghetti with roasted vegetables. This is a dish that celebrates the bounty of the season. You roast a medley of your favorite vegetables, zucchini, bell peppers, eggplant, until they're caramelized and tender. Toss them with spaghetti, a drizzle of balsamic glaze, and a sprinkle of feta cheese for a burst of flavor. It's a colorful, nutritious dish that's as pleasing to the eye as it is to the palate. It's a reminder that spaghetti can be versatile, accommodating all kinds of flavors and ingredients. So there you have it, 8 mind-blowing spaghetti recipes that will take your pasta game to new heights. Each one tells a story, each one a journey through flavors and textures. The beauty of spaghetti is that it's not just about the noodles, it's about the love and creativity you pour into every dish. So grab your pot, boil that water, and let your culinary adventure begin. Who knows? You might just discover your new favorite recipe along the way.